isn't the smallest chance of it enough of a reason for us to keep on fighting? The world needs us, Rangers.
Ready! Let's rock it!
What's important to me now is my friendship with all of you. I never want that to change.
It won't, Tommy. You'll always be one of us.
I need Dragon Sword power!
I'll strip the sword's power and return them to the depths of the earth from whence they came!
You're still picking on creatures smaller than yourself.
When they're powerless and alone, they will realize the truth. They could have been gods.
What is happening, guys? Today we are reviewing the Power Rangers Pulsecon exclusive Lord Drakkon Evo 3. Wow. Just wow. What a figure. It looks the part. It has everything going for it. Maybe apart from the price tag. But we'll talk about that a little bit more in depth. But let's get into the review. So from the B-roll clips you would have seen that we have unboxed this thing, and the packaging is pretty outstanding, as in it is fantastic. You'll see in a couple of these shots of the packaging, it just looks the part. It feels like a premium toy, which is why you're paying that extra bit for one figure. So I mean, the Lightning Collection, you're looking around £20 for one figure. Drakkon comes in at a whopping $49.99. Don't believe me? $49.99. Do I grudge paying that? Hell no, I do not. I think it's worth it. Or do I? I think I do. I think it could have been slightly cheaper. Maybe £10 off would have made this 1,000,000% perfect. Yes, 1,000,000%, that is what I'm going with. But let's talk about some of what makes this figure special. So we have skipped Lord Drakkon Evo 2, the Zeo part. We have went straight to 3. Some of you guys may be wondering, are we going to get Evo 2? Damn right, Hasbro are 1,000,000% going, 7,000,000% so many times. Hasbro will release an Evo 2 at some point, whether it's next year's Pulsecon exclusive, who knows, but right now we have skipped and went to Evo 3, which I'm quite happy about. I think Evo 2 is quite similar to the original Lord Drakkon, like colour scheme. You have the Zeo parts in it, but this is quite a drastic change, I feel, which works really well. And I do like that black, red and gold, it just looks amazing. I really feel that they've put a lot of time into making the paint job perfect. And when I say perfect, I mean that there is no sort of scuffs and, you know, missing details. I mean, there is some parts where you'd think that they maybe added some like black in around like the cuffs and the boot cuffs and things like that as well, but I mean, that is me just nitpicking at this stage. It looks perfect. If you're just having this as part of the, you know, you are just going to display this, you're not going to take photographs of this in dynamic poses and things like that, it looks perfect. I mean, this was like 2 seconds a setup and it already looks pretty cool. So I think first of all what we're going to talk about is articulation. Here we go, we have Drakkon. He comes with a detachable cape, which we'll talk about in a second. Like every single Lightning Collection. He has pretty much the exact same mold as every single male Lightning Collection figure out there. There is no difference. I mean, you have an elbow joint, you have back and forward on the arms there, you have fairly limited head movement with the Tommy head sculpt just because of his long hair. You do have chest articulation and waist articulation as well. You can go this way. He has a double jointed knee and also can move his. I always find with Hasbro's feet, they're always super tight, which isn't a bad thing, but it can make it a little bit difficult to pose and get standing. But yeah, and you have the wrist swivel, interchangeable hands, you have pretty good leg movement as well. Tommy head sculpt is a lot better than some of the others anyway. If let's do a zoom in. For once, this is the head sculpt for me. I love this one so much. It's really detailed. I feel like they never get the eyes right when it comes to the head sculpts, and I think they've done it really well with this one. And I mean, this looks like Jason David Frank. I can see what they were going with, and it works so well. And then you've got some of the white strands going down his hair. It's amazing. It's so perfect, and it's probably one figure I'm seriously happy with displaying him as head sculpt Tommy. Well, Tommy's normal head and his civilian head rather than his helmet. But let's pop his head off and way. I always get worried about popping the heads off because my Black Ranger's head, the peg fell off, and it's a nightmare putting it back on. And there we go. Do you know what? I actually think I prefer Tommy's head sculpt better than the actual helmet, which is strange because normally when you're getting a Power Ranger figure, it's all about the helmet. But I mean, this looks amazing. And I mean, just to do a little comparison between the two, there is actually not really a difference apart from color app. I didn't realize that. It looks amazing. And then add in the cape to complete it. Now, I don't know how well you can see this. I'm just resting the cape on, if we zoom out a little bit, I'm pretty much just resting the cape on his back right now, and it stands fairly well. But you'll see the cape has these, I don't know if I can move the light a little bit. It has these 3 pegs, and you can see the middle peg is extremely smooth, and then the other 2 pegs you have quite a big sort of chunk of plastic. Now, I can see what they're trying to do with it. They're wanting you to put in it like this, and then the back will go in. Now, every single time I move this guy, the back pieces just fall out. I've not been able to keep it in place. You always have that little gap. So I can see exactly where they were going with it, and I do like what they were doing, but I feel it didn't work. Not this time anyway, but I think the cape completes Drakkon's look here, and it's a glorious figure. I love it so much. I'm really happy with it, and £50, slightly expensive for what it is, but I think it's a premium figure. It's an exclusive that's only going to be limited. It's not going to have a long run anyway, and in the UK I don't know how long it's going to still be in stock. I think it potentially will be in stock for maybe another 2-3 weeks before in-demand toys run out. Comics and Cocktails, they sold out fairly quick. I don't know, is in-demand toys less known than Comics and Cocktail? I don't know. But let's talk about accessories. Now, this is what everybody was sort of loving when Drakkon Evo 3 was released, or announced anyway, was the accessories. Right, so let's talk about the accessories you get with this bad boy. So, you get 4 helmets, not including Drakkon's own helmet, because that is not an accessory, that is part of his suit. So you get 4 of the MMPR Rangers helmets. You get yellow, pink, green and red. You also get a nice display stand for the helmets, and yes, these helmets are able, oh my god, they're so difficult to take off. Oh, and they're actually on Ranger pegs, so that's why they're a bit difficult to take off. So the helmets are in fact able to go on the other Rangers. So if you have a Green Ranger from the Dino Thunder episode's fighting spirit, you'll already be able to change his head to something a little bit more show accurate. Which I know the Wave 7 green is already out, but if you've only picked up Drakkon right now, you at least have the chance to change his helmet to this one. All the other Ranger helmets that you've got in your Lightning collection will sit on this stand, so if you want to change them to, you know, not cracked versions, you're able to do it. And this pink helmet sculpt looks a lot better than the other one. I am going to check that out. I don't know what it is. Is it the crack that... Yeah, like the pink is a little bit different. The helmet's slimmer, I think. I'm gonna say that helmet is definitely slimmer, and I feel it looks a lot better. You guys can be the decider, but that is definitely... Ah! Saba. That is 1,000,000% a better... I keep saying 1,000,000%. That is a better head sculpt in my opinion, but hey, you guys can be the judge. So you have yellow, pink, green and red, and you also get Saba. So why has Evo 3 got Saba? Well, if you have read the comics, now there's going to be no spoilers here, apart from, I suppose, what's going to happen right now. With Saba, you're able to remove Saba's head just by pulling. And there we go, we have headless Saba. Now, I'm not going to tell you what happens in the actual comics because that is for you to go away and find out. But there is a reason why Saba's head is detachable, and with a little bit of force, you can stick his head back on. An extremely nice touch for all as comic book fans, especially for the Power Rangers. And I am really happy that they did that. It's really cool. And finally, the last... Oh, actually, not finally. You also get the green sort of electricity, power, aura, the special effects piece, which I am a great fan of the special effects pieces. It's just my... Oh, actually, that is not for Saba. This is for this. I did not know that. Yeah, I thought this was for Saba, which I'm probably going to use for Saba. I do, like, this is a better effect piece than most of the other ones, in my opinion. And the last two... Well, the last accessory is his interchangeable hands. So you have hands where you can hold Saba, and you also have a sort of pose set, which you'll see from some of these clips. And here we have Lord Drakkon in all his glory. Now this is a fantastic piece, and I understand if you're not going to pick this up due to its price point. It is one Lightning Collection figure, which normally retail at £20, but you've got to keep in mind that this is a Hasbro exclusive, and, well, a Pulsecon exclusive, and no doubt this is what would have been at Comic Cons if it wasn't for COVID. Now, is this better than the San Diego 2-pack that was released last year for Jason's Armored Red Ranger and Gold Ranger? I think so. In my opinion, yes it is, and it's not because I like Tommy the best or whatever, it's because I think it looks cool, and I love the effects that you get, and I can't really fault it, apart from that cape not sitting right, which I am going to make my own wired cape because I think that would look a bit better. I can't fault it in any way, and I'm really, really happy about it, so I am in no way a full-fledged toy reviewer just yet, but it is something I do want to feature on the channel moving forward. So if you like this, please leave a thumbs up, drop me a comment in the comment section below, and subscribe for future content. There is going to be a ton happening. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.